Goddamn thing. Yeah, it's fucking working. Hey, Tubi people. Howl the Mad Mud Duck back at ya. 4:30 in the fucking morning, Friday morning, November 30th, 2018. Made it through another fucking week, bitches, and a hell of a week it's been. Started out as a normal Sunday. Nephew come up, paid me the money he owed me, run off to the dope store, got some dope, threw some gasoline in the truck, good to go. Monday, nice, mellow Monday, relaxed. Started feeling like myself again. Back is feeling like I can almost do something again. Hips ain't bothering me. I still say it's that fucking mattress in the trailer that bothers me. Been sleeping out on the bench seat in the truck because it makes my back feel better. I don't know if I'm up to wrestling that fucking mattress out of that trailer because I put that sumbitch in there before the strokes and heart attacks. Tuesday, go out to my Tuesday morning, early morning appointment, come back about 9, 10 in the morning, halfway up my goddamn hill. I gotta stop because Blondie down the hill in the trailer, the little trailer as big as mine down, about 100 feet away from me. That goofy bitch is got my goddamn ice chest on the wheels with the handle loaded up with my flattened aluminum cans and bags of cans and a fucking 5-gallon bucket of cans and my post hole digger laying in the middle of the goddamn road right where I gotta stop. Worst spot to stop on the hill, because if it's muddy enough, I'm gonna have to back up and try it again because I'll just dig in. Dumb fucking blonde. So I don't approach her on that till later on in the day because I need to get some sleep. Get some sleep, go down, talk to her. She's freaking and geeking and out of dope and wants to know where her boyfriend Sean is. And I'm thinking if the motherfucker had a goddamn clue or a fucking iota of intelligence, he's run like hell already. He's run for the fucking border because she's more than anybody can put up with. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm talking with 3 people when she's carrying on a conversation because she's all over the goddamn map. Mile a goddamn minute. I can talk over her and shut her down, but mile a goddamn minute. About shit that don't make sense, about people I never heard of and I don't care about, and asking me if they're alive or dead. Beluga whales are fucking her in the ass, and need Sean, need Sean, need Sean. She needs some more dope. She needs Sean. She needs Randy. She needs some more dope. She needs Sean. Where's Sean? I need to go get Sean. I don't know Sean except for when he's come up here with her and I've talked to him a few times. Don't know where he lives. Don't care where he lives. See any fucks in the back of my truck? That's how many fucks I got to give on that subject. And she tells me to go away and don't come back until I bring Sean home and some dope, but come down and check on her in a couple hours to see if she's still alive. Okay. Go back home, go back to sleep for a few hours, get up, go down, stand outside her trailer, can hear her in there talking to herself, screaming and yelling a mile a minute. Yeah, she's still alive. It's only her in there. She ain't picked up some weirdo off the highway again and got some strange motherfucker up on the property that don't belong up here, because every time she brings some strange motherfucker up on the property, shit starts disappearing. Then she comes up and she wants a cigarette. Well, I'm out of cigarettes. And she wants a cigarette. And I tell her I don't have any cigarettes. And she standing there. It's like 45 degrees out, sprinkling. And she gets goddamn naked standing there next to my truck while I'm sitting here watching something on YouTube, and she's standing outside the window peeling her fucking clothes off, leaves them in a pile on my hood, and walks back down to her trailer completely bare ass naked. Now, 30 years ago, I'd have been all over that shit. Hell, 20 years ago, I'd have been all over that shit. 10 years ago, I could have been all over that shit. But when a crazy bitch gets naked in front of you and wanders back down to her place, you're being set up for something. Kind of worries me because I'm thinking with this head. The other one's always been the one in control, but I'm thinking with this one all of a sudden. I'm worried about myself. So she wanders on down naked, and I wait a couple hours and go down and take her clothes, and she's had the decency to cover up and is laying under a blanket, but still bare ass naked. And she's going on about Sean. Like I give a goddamn. She hands me a box of rolling tubes and a bag of tobacco, tells me to go up to my place, use my machine, and roll her up some cigarettes, and I can have some. So I roll her up 200 cigarettes. She says, come back in a couple hours with the cigarettes, check on me, see if I'm still alive. And being the sucker I am, I rolled her up 200 cigarettes, kept 40 of them, and went down and checked, and she was still alive, but she did put on some panties. Sitting there with them little tiny titties with the big old nipples flopping around, and it's like, okay, I don't know what you're trying to entice me into, but I got a pretty good idea. And I know better. Then the next thing I know, she's in love with me. I'm her next husband. We're going to get married. And beluga whales are still fucking her in the ass. Last time I checked, I know we're above sea level, at least 100 feet, so I'm kind of dubious on this beluga whales being in the neighborhood. Take her back down to cigarettes, talk for a bit. She's getting a little better. Go down the next morning, check on her. She's a little better. She ain't fucking as loopy. Now she's got on a real thin Kiss Destroyer t-shirt. And that's it. And while I'm sitting there on the edge of her bed talking to her, because there ain't no other goddamn place to sit in the place, because she's got it filled full of shit, and half the bed's filled with shit, and she just got this little bitty edge she sits on. She decides she's going to get up and use the toilet that's right in front of me, and sit down and pee. And I get a goddamn fucking show of this. Oh, it's nice you're so comfortable around me to do that in front of me, but, you know, I was going to get up and move, but I was just kind of curious anyway, see what the pussy looked like up close, but, hey, you know, I'm still a male, I'm an alpha male, and she was close enough to me where I could smell. I don't know if I want to have anything to do with that pussy smell. And I told her, you know, you really need to run a washcloth across that. You know what soap and hot water is on a wash rag? You need to wash that. You know what? You ever heard of the weird Massengale woman? Didn't make her too happy. But, you know, being an alpha male, I smell pussy within 5 feet of me, and that wasn't smelling right. And it just, the day just deteriorated from there. I had to unclog her toilet for her, and while I'm unclogging her toilet, she's gone outside and stripped all her clothes off naked again, and is screaming and yelling at her brother and throwing bananas at him and screaming at this guy about beluga whales fucking her in the ass. And finally drag her back into her goddamn trailer, tell her to get up on her bed, get covered up again. Her brother comes in, starts screaming and yelling at her. She sets up, so now she's got her boobies hanging out again, yelling and screaming at him, and them two are yelling and screaming back and forth, and I head back out the door to step out of it, because when they yell and scream, I let them yell and scream until they get physical, and since it's a family thing, I let them yell and scream. But once they start getting physical, that's when I step in and send them to their separate corners until the bell rings again, signaling the next round. And he left, and she called me back into the trailer, and I came back in and sat back down, and she's laying there goddamn naked on the bed, and I think she was trying to get me to jump her. But she shoots dope. She fucks guys she picks up out on the highway to afford her dope. She needs to clean that thing up a little bit because it was smelling sour and vinegar-like. And I got a sense of smell, okay? And she could have jumped in the shower, because she could have jumped in the shower like a week ago. And evidently I'm her guardian angel. She's in love with me. I'm her next husband. She wants to have my babies. And I am doing everything I can do to resist this, because I'm seeing trouble. So I come back up to the home and crashed out for a few hours after she gave me more papers and tobacco to roll up cigarettes, because evidently she chain smoked one right after fucking another. And she yelled and screamed until she went hoarse. She sounds worse to me, and I sound like I gargle with a cheese grater. And I wake up to 2 texts from her. Each one of them is a goddamn novel. And I'm still trying to decode them, because I don't know where my decoder ring is. And her psychobabble and shit, and I don't know how to deal with this, but I'm thinking it's a bad situation. Thinking it's something I don't want to get wrapped up in. Worried about myself, because skinny, little titted, big nippled, shaved pussy, nice ass, blonde, 48 years old, and got a body like she's in her 20s. Didn't get me excited. Worried about myself over that. Because 10 years ago, I'd have been all 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, I'd have been all over that shit. Makes me worried. Or maybe I'm just getting smarter with old age, and my dick just ain't getting hard every time the wind blows. Fuck, I don't know. But I know it's trouble. I know it's goddamn trouble. But then again, if it's got tires or tits, it's gonna be trouble. And that's probably about enough of this shit.